So I brought you on today to talk about your separation and how that has affected you and your children. So first, let's start off with, just tell me a little bit about how everything went.
It was actually caught off guard. I didn't know anything, and then he just basically told me that he wasn't feeling it anymore and just wanted to leave.
Okay, so how old were your kids when that happened?
11, 13, and 15.
Wow. Did you have any, initial thoughts about, what was your reaction to this?
What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong that you want to leave us, your kids and your wife? I guess, yeah.
What were some of the challenges you faced during
I was basically left to do everything.
Right.
My kids were involved in a lot of sports, and I had to do all the games, all the practices, work full time, take care of the house.
So would you say at the beginning he kind of separated himself?
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
Right.
Physically.
Yeah.
Financially, he helped a lot, but with all the other stuff, it was all left on me.
That would be hard. So how did this event change your life and your mindset?
To be honest with you, I'm loving life now. I didn't think I would, and I thought I'd be, lonely and depressed about it. Over time, I actually like being single now.
So would you say you're doing better now?
I am doing better now.
That's really
I
good.
live life for myself and for the kids.
Yeah, that's really important. Did you guys try and make it work after it ending?
No, he wouldn't. I wanted to try. He said there's no point.
Okay. Wow.
I don't want to try at all.
Wow. And there was no no second thought about when it first happened? It was just kind of
Not for him. I'm done. I'm out.
Were you aware things might end?
I was
Not
totally in the dark. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that would be hard. Did you initially have any anger or resentment towards him?
I did, but I didn't show it because we have kids. We have to be, we have to co-parent, so we have to be civil to one another to make things go smoothly with the kids. It's all about the kids.
And how did you get over that resentment?
Over time, I just dealt with it and just focus on work and focus on the kids.
Yeah. What advice would you give to others that are currently going through a separation?
I would say if you feel like it's worth trying to work out, talk it through, try to make it work, and if it's toxic, just get out. It's not worth it. It's not worth your mental health.
Yeah, it can be really hard on that. Let's talk a little bit about your kids and how they were involved. So how did you guys tell your kids?
We were just sitting around the table after a basketball tournament, and he just flat out said, I'm leaving. Me and Mom we're not going to be together anymore.
Did they have, what was the reaction?
Oh, they weren't happy.
Not good.
No. Keegan was more angry and left. Savannah and Dustin were crying.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Right.
And then he was like, you don't need to cry about it and stuff like that. So I didn't like that. And we kind of argued about that. I'm you gotta let them feel the way they're feeling.
Yeah.
It was caught off guard. Nobody knew. And they're young. They don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
Right?
So would you say that could have been handled different the way you
Oh, absolutely.
told
Absolutely. It could have been a lot different.
Yeah.
But I had no control over that.
Right.
Because he wasn't listening to me. He wasn't really talking to me by that point.
Did you try and explain it to them a little bit better after that point?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that would be really hard. Did you see it affect your kids, not just then, but later on?
Oh, yeah.
Throughout?
Oh, 100%.
Does it still, would you say?
Not as much. They just kind of gave up.
Yeah.
They're just over him at this point. I mean, they still love him, but it's there's such a distance between them now because of his life choices that they just have no time. If you're gonna be like that, I just don't have we don't have time for that.
Yeah. So, what would you say? How would you say it affected them during?
Keegan didn't show much. He's just too hard. He's got too hard of a shell. Dustin, there was times that he came to me, so I helped him through things. Savannah never really said a whole lot. The very beginning, yes, she was upset, but she just, I don't know, just kept herself busy, I guess.
Is there anything you did to try and support your kids during this time?
Well, I told them that I was always there. If they needed something, I'm there to talk. If you guys want to talk about it, I'm here. Don't be scared. It's a hard time for all of us. I get it. So, just don't hold it in. We'll talk.
Yeah, I think talking it out can be very beneficial.
But, the only one that really did was Dustin.
Talked about it?
Savannah a little bit, but Dustin more so, I think. Dustin and Savannah talked a lot.
About it, yeah. That would be helpful.
Well, you would, yeah.
What do you think was the hardest thing for your kids during this?
Well, they were just at that age where they were involved in a lot, and it's he kind of left for a bit and didn't really participate in anything, and that was hard on them because he was always there, right? Always at all their stuff, and then he just wasn't for good 4 or 5 months.
Wow. Yeah.
So that whole season, I was at everything.
And that'd be hard. That would be
yeah,
hard.
and it's tough. And what are you supposed to do? You couldn't reason with him at the beginning. So it was tough, but we figured it out.
And would you say things have changed now?
Yes and no. He comes around now, but they don't want to really give him the time anymore.
Yeah, and that makes sense. You get to a certain point.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not worth their time anymore.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you for your time.